Welcome to Fast Track Gains. I'm here to help you accelerate your gains. Alright, as promised last time, I'm going to reveal the 3 foods that make me super jacked in this video. As I'm talking to you right now, I am 86 kilos at 170 centimeters tall, or 189 kilos at 5'7", which is 4 kilos heavier than I was 2 months ago when I recorded this video back in the end of May. This level of muscle mass is not going to be regarded as small by anybody's standards. So I do think I'm worthy enough to talk about how to get really big. And the photo you see here is a typical dinner I will eat now. And as you can see from miles away, it is definitely not just chicken breast, broccoli, and rice. There's more, much more. And out of all the foods on the table, I have singled out 3 foods on purpose, and they are cheese, beans, and lactose-free milk. These 3 foods are the true ingredients to get you super jacked. Now, before you go ahead and ask what's so unique about these 3 foods, I'm going to be straightforward with you. You have to bulk up. You have to eat a lot more than what you expect, and there's just no other way around. There's no main gaining, body recomposition, or just train harder, this kind of bullshit on my channel. A substantial caloric surplus is absolutely necessary if you want to get this big. And if you want to know the caloric surplus it took me to break my own generic ceiling height, please refer to my previous video, Hacking into the Ultimate Hypertrophy Code, Advanced Part 1, because you may have to resort to my sledgehammer policy one day, just like me. The photo I'm sharing with you, it may look like a lot, but it's still not the full extent of volume of food I have to eat for dinner, which is already enough to feed 2 adults with decent appetite. That's why, before I talk about what's so unique about these 3 foods, I would rather make you aware that these 3 foods are all very calorie dense, which means they're absolutely terrible choices if you want to always be lean and keep your sexy six-pack. But for bulking and putting on muscle mass, caloric density becomes the shared strength. And this is the first reason why these 3 foods are so unique. They're a clean source of caloric dense foods. When we talk about caloric dense foods, we generally associate them with processed junk foods like donuts, chips, cookies, burgers, and pizzas. Yes, they're extremely obesogenic because they all follow the evil trifecta recipe, which I've discussed in detail in my previous fat loss series. But apart from that, the ingredients contained in these foods are very toxic to your body. Added sugar, gluten content, seed oils, and deep frying. All these ingredients are renowned for worsening all sorts of chronic metabolic conditions: glycation, oxidative stress, inflammation, membrane instability, and insulin resistance. That's why dirty bulking will only get you fat and sick, not healthy and jacked. In comparison, the 3 foods I've chosen, cheese, beans, and lactose-free milk, they're all not associated with causing metabolic conditions, particularly inflammation. If anything, they can help you lower your inflammation, particularly beans. Now, some of you may argue that lactose is somewhat associated with inflammation, and I will not disagree with you. And that's the reason I've specified lactose-free milk instead of just normal milk. I used to think that I'm lactose tolerant until I had to drink huge amount of milk and realized that I have a certain threshold of lactose tolerance. Once the threshold is exceeded, I'm suffering from the same symptoms just like any other lactose intolerant people. So yes, the dose does make the poison. But I digress. Anyway, cheese does not contain lactose. Lactose-free milk does not contain lactose. Beans do not contain gluten, and they all do not contain seed oils and added sugar, so they're all free of the notorious 3 evils. Therefore, although they're all quite high in energy density, they do not bring extra baggage to your body, which is a big plus when you're bulking. And on the contrary, these three foods bring packs of protein and micronutrients and in a completely wicked unicorn fashion. And I'm not exaggerating here. Don't believe me? Okay, challenge accepted. Let's start from beans first. Protein is the most important building block for muscle tissues, right? And when we talk about high protein foods, what comes into your mind first? Chicken breast, beef, eggs, salmon, or shrimps? They're all excellent protein choices, but they're all animal choices, which means they lack another very important nutrient, dietary fiber. Whereas beans, they are renowned for their high fiber because they cause you to gas all the time. They're renowned for micronutrients, potassium, magnesium, folate, iron, zinc, polyphenols, just name it. And here comes the killer. They're also very high in protein. Kidney beans have 24 grams of protein per 100 grams of dry weight, and the less well-known lupin beans contain 36 grams of protein per 100 grams of dry weight, which is even comparable to that of chicken breast. Now, granted, the amino acid profile from beans is inferior to that from animal sources, but what other kind of food can offer this high protein plus high fiber wicked combination other than beans? None. No wonder beans are called the true longevity food. So that's your unicorn number one. Okay, shall we talk about cheese? Again, cheese is renowned for its high protein content. The majority of cheeses have between 20 grams to 30 grams of protein per 100 grams. And the cheese is also renowned for its rich micronutrients: calcium, zinc, phosphorus, selenium, magnesium, vitamin A, B12, D, K, and many other goodies. And here comes the killer again. Cheese is also super rich in bacteria. When we talk about beneficial bacteria or fermented foods, most of the time they are plant-based products like sauerkraut, kimchi, or tempeh, which means they're not so high in protein. The benefit of friendly bacteria to your overall health does not require any redundant explanation from me. So, what other kind of food can offer this high protein plus high beneficial bacteria wicked combination other than cheese? None. That's why I'm a big cheese lover. So, there you have it, your unicorn number two. And finally, lactose-free milk. Although milk is traditionally considered as one of the main sources for protein, it is actually not a high protein per se. 100 milliliters of milk only has about 3.5 grams of protein. However, milk is super rich in micronutrients. It contains almost the entire spectrum of vitamins, and it contains almost the entire spectrum of minerals. And that's why calves can survive and thrive by only drinking mother's milk. And here comes the killer again. Milk is liquid calories. As I mentioned in my fat loss series, maybe the existence of water is too important to life, that physiology has made this decision that any liquid calories are only going to be registered as water consumption in our brain. Because of this, while all other foods with decent protein content like chicken breast or beans all take a long time and appetite to chew and swallow it down. Even when you are quite full, you can still drink 1 liter of full cream milk or even more with little effort. And that is a considerable amount of protein and high quality energies. And what other kind of food can offer this kind of high quality, high protein, plus easy consumption, wicked combination other than milk? None. That's why 1 gallon of milk a day is the ultimate bulking food. So there you have it. That's your unicorn number 3. As you can see, I did not include these 3 foods in my diet for no reason. Each one of them offers a complete, unique, and highly potent package that cannot be found anywhere else in our food system. And together, these 3 foods are one of the most important reasons why I was able to break the genetic limit in 39 months. Obviously, these 3 foods are vastly different from the classic combo chicken breast, broccoli, and rice. And that is to be expected. Because as I said before, the mainstream fitness is pulling the wool over your eyes. They hide their own secrets. They keep you as a beginner. They imprison your mind. They only want you to become a good avenger so you can stay within their control. Whereas on this channel, I do exactly the opposite. I will share my secrets, I will guide you to progress, and I will try to free your mind. I want you to become the badass Thanos so you can stay out of mainstream control. Alright guys, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will share more of my secrets on how to get jacked more quickly. Stay tuned and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.